Crikey, we are granted 2 days in Rio.
Sugar's mountain range shares the city in two big areas, the north and the south.
Walking on dry land proves problematic, so I take to it gradually with a tour bus visit first, and a guide who takes us through empty city streets very slowly and with few sights to see. So, to get a better view, we take the cable car to the top of Sugarloaf Mountain. The weather is not quite the sweltering heat we expected, so there are no beautiful bodies bronzing on the beaches. Still, the clouds have cleared enough to give us a view of the impressive city that sprawls below. Are you enjoying yourself?
Oh, I'm having a wonderful time, Paul. It's just absolutely delightful. Do you know
What's been the best part so far?
Meeting you, darling.
Is the right answer. We're leaving Rio and heading south now to Buenos Aires, sailing along further the eastern seaboard of South America. So we'll probably be at sea now for another couple of days before we enter into the Rio Plate. And the mist is now receding from the top of Sugarloaf Mountain just as we're leaving the port.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. Well, as we say goodbye to Rio de Janeiro, I do hope you've enjoyed our time here. It really is one of my favourite cities. I do hope that it now has a place in your heart, especially as today things picked up so much better than we had yesterday. Well, just a reminder that this evening it's Sunday, it's therefore ladies' night again. Gentlemen invited to wear black tie, not compulsory.
You're gonna jump? With the pilot safely on his little ship, we sail into the sunset. The weather worsens though through the night, and by morning we wake to force of fury. Me in the cabin.
The view from the porthole window. The view from the other porthole window.
With seas like this, it's best to stay indoors, as anything not battened down has fallen over. Sick bags are sensibly placed about the ship. But tomorrow we're told it should be calmer when we enter the wide water estuary of the Rio de la Plata. We're chugging up the River Plate now. I have Uruguay on the left-hand side and Argentina on the right-hand side. We're due to be docking in Buenos Aires in about 4 hours' time, which is at least 2 hours later than scheduled. And that's probably due to the stormy weather that we had in the last couple of days, which means that our time there is going to be cut short, so no tango for me. I didn't bring the butter. Buenos Aires has a huge container port to ship its beef exports about the globe. It's all thoroughly modern and mechanized. And, as we pull alongside, I see we have a welcoming committee to meet us. I hope the purse has brought enough booze and fags to pay the port duties. Sadly, we're behind schedule again and only have time for a hurried bus tour around Evitaville. Here, though, the summer sun is shining. The famous lady of the Lloyd Webber wonder, who caused her country to cry so much, is buried in the downtown cemetery of Recoleta, amongst much marbled magnificence and sepulchral sculpture.
Can we stop to get a photo, please? Can we stop to get a photo?
Eva Perón may not have been accepted at the best addresses in Buenos Aires when she was alive, but she's finally been laid to rest among the city's finest families. We have another remarkable Argentinian lady sailing with us,
I was born and brought up in Argentina, of British descendants, and my father worked for a British company, and every 4 years we used to go on home leave, and we did this zigzag route. Well, my husband David's retired now, so we're lucky enough to spend the winters, the Argentine summers in Argentina. I came on this cruise because it was an opportunity to go down memory lane. I last did this journey 40 years ago, a long time ago.
The weather is back to being balmy like the rest of us, as we sail on our last leg south of Buenos Aires to our final destination of Ushuaia. Mar del Plata. Many of our fellow cruisers have now disembarked, and we are but a ballast cargo of only 70 or so souls left on board before Minerva can dump us and pick up more serious sorts who will join the ship for a cruise around the Antarctic to pose with penguins and smile amongst the seals. Sailing in such a small group means we become very friendly during our last few days at sea. Federic is our lounge lizard Liszt. He tinkles away and also plays the piano as we ply pina coladas and pop peanuts in the Shackleton bar. And as the sun sets gently over Argentina, Dame Minerva's engines pound away at the waves to ensure her rendezvous in the world's southernmost city. We wake to a bright, brisk and breezy morning, circled by a number of foul-feathered friends who have so excited Clive, our resident whale watcher and wildlife logger. This is our last day at sea, and though it's still very, very sunny out here, the temperatures have rather dropped, and the sheathbirds seem to be are flying all over the place. I'm told by the captain, privileged information, that they feed on penguin shit, and when they do crap, it's rather disgusting. And the jigsaw is finally puzzled. You're going to look triumphant now.
Well, there are 7 missing.
What?
Couple of things for you. First of all, just a reminder that in about 10 minutes' time, Clive will be giving one of his regular updates and his recap type briefings in the Darwin Lounge, an illustrated recap by Clive.
The Minerva is, I knew the managing director, just retired actually, Tony Dyson, and he knew of our work on the Pride of Bilbao, on some of the P&O ships, and asked me would I be interested in doing something similar, enhancing passengers' journey. Yes, of course, always interested in that. There's an educational role to a certain extent to those who are interested, but the main thing from our point of view is that we can start yet another survey route. We never expect to see anything, but at the end of the day, the success rate has been reasonable. I think overall, if I have a surprise, yes, fewer than I would have anticipated. A disappointment, no. The disappointment would be because I haven't been able to show some of these animals to the passengers travelling on the ship.
The albatross follow in our wake and frigate birds circle overhead. Peter the Painter's prolific pupils are exhibiting their endeavours. Did you paint?
I did.
Which is yours?
Well, a couple of them are in there.
A couple of them?
Just a couple, yes.
Oh my heavens above.
Oh, that's good.
That's good as well.
Yeah, that is good.
And which is yours?
I don't. I did a little brig.
A little what?
A little brig. It's not really good, really. It's in shadow, so it looks a bit strange, really.
Had you painted before?
Not really. I've dabbled a bit over the years, but not really. So the piece was brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, I like that umbrella one as well.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Oh, that sugarloaf there. As the paintbrushes are packed away, the crew prepare Lady Minerva for her posher passengers. They've even put out glass glasses at the breakfast buffet. The crew check the Zodiac craft for the antics in the Antarctic, while we wait to find out how long it'll be before we finally reach Ushuaia, the end of our voyage.